Hello, friends. This is Scott, and every morning on the eastern side of the Homestead County, the turkeys are out of the foothills and they're just in the fields feeding. So every morning, if you come up on the eastern side of the county, you can just see turkeys everywhere. We do have a few on the western side, but they're just in the canyons. I have not seen any near my property. Well, today's video's topic is going to prune the raspberries. Now, this is not it's a how-to video, but this is a very simple process, okay? But I'd be remiss to not show it because I do put so much effort and time in other videos regarding the raspberries and other berries. But here's the raspberries I planted back in 2022, and I just stuck a couple of plants from my backyard here along with some other berries, and you see they've done really well. They spread out. And through a process called stool layering, which I'll talk about in another video, these canes have reproduced. And so I can dig up those plants and have lots of plants. But there's a look at a live branch, just so you know, and there's a dead branch. So that's how you tell the difference. You see a green cadmium layer around the live wood, and the dead wood just snaps. So this is not a hard process. Again, just, you can cut them. Some people cut them all the way to the ground. I just cut them, I don't know, anywhere from 3 to 6 inches tall. Nothing, again, nothing fancy about this. You just want to cut all the canes. And if you can't tell a dead one from a live one, it doesn't matter. Just cut them all the same. But if you can tell a dead branch, cut that one all the way to the ground just to get it out of the way. But I'm planning on moving these raspberries that I'm pruning here on the side yard. I'm going to put them with the other raspberries beds that I'll show you here in a minute to help thicken those up. And again, I can separate all these, most of these, into separate plants, so we can really thicken that bed up pretty timely. And I can do that with, basically any of these shrubbing type berries. You can, again, mound soil or compost up along the base of the plant, and they will shoot out new roots and create new plants. So you have little clones. So the honeyberries is what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to make a big honeyberry bed. But I don't know if I have all the pollinators I need, so I might have to buy a couple. But yeah, but this is not a hard process. Now this side, these plants have been here for going on 3 years now, so they're thickening up a little bit. They have not produced a significant crop though, so I'm kind of wondering what that's about. But yeah, the plants probably this year would have been the year if I don't move them. They'd produce some berries. But yeah, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get it out of here so that I can put other berries and get it more organized. I was kind of desperate to get some plants in the ground, and I'd ordered some when we first bought the homestead. So I stuck everything here, and I need to start spreading it out throughout the yard. But again, it's another way to save money. It's just by propagation. Now there's a look at the finished product. That's as good as I'm going to get it. I will pick up the sticks there, or all the canes that I cut, and get those into the compost. But yeah, I have, you see the other berries I'm going to be working on here before they pop out of dormancy too. Miss Thing, as always, is out here with me. She's always checking things out. Now, here's a side yard that I put so much effort in the last, basically year and a half to create this bed through a hugelkultur and, basically cardboard sticks, screened soils from the big pile of dirt. I brought compost. I brought several layers of wood chips, and then I've topped it with leaves. And so, this bed should be fairly fertile, but I'm not sure. We're just going to have to kind of see how it goes. But I may have to add some fertility. We shall see how these plants come out of dormancy. But yeah, I think they're starting to thicken up a little bit, at least growing some canes. And we'll see what this year brings. But I'm looking forward to having a nice big raspberry bed. But again, I'm cutting these, a little bit shorter, it looks like. But again, you can cut them at any height you want. But yeah, I'm just going to take the few canes. There's probably only 4 or 5 canes per each one of these plants right now. They haven't thickened up yet and started to spread. I've also not done any of the stool layering here. So yeah, that'll be coming too. And once I start doing that, then this bed will just explode and thicken up. So do a little speed pruning. And again, I'm only doing this video just to show you what you need to do. I thought the deer would have been in here to help, but they didn't get in here either. So yeah, the deer have been around, as I showed you in my last video, but they just, they haven't caused any damage to any of my garden crops so far. But, that's probably going to change as soon as they realize that this is going to be a pretty healthy place to get some food. So, but yeah, it looks pretty good. And again, I'm just going to sit on it and not do anything with it until it comes out of dormancy. I will move those 2 raspberry plants and spread them out a little bit through here. But I cut them so I can see where the other plants are, so that I can put them in where there's plants have died. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.